welcome back. We are here.
Yes.
This is the safe space where you were thinking it.
Yeah, but we said it.
Cheers to that. Take a little sip to get us going. Welcome back to She Said We Said.
We're so happy to have you back. This is season 1, episode 10. This is the finale.
This is the finale, finito.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. We are here. We have been gone for, I don't even know how many weeks.
Like 2.5.
Oh Lord, that would be good. I think it's been longer.
Okay.
But you know what? Better late than never.
Yeah.
Okay. We are back. We have visual.
Yes! You see our faces.
We have visual. We are here live and live in color. We are so excited to see you. Yes. You see us. Yes. We see each other.
Ooh, I'm a little camera shy, y'all. So please bear with me.
I'm not even camera shy. I'm just tipsy.
Ooh, she's tipsy.
But we're here and we are sad to be wrapping up season 1, but excited for what is to come.
Bittersweet moment, for sure.
Bittersweet. We will be doing the season finale today, and we will be taking a hiatus for a little while.
Yeah.
But we'll be back this summer.
Yes.
We'll be back
in. Should we tell them the month?
Just. We'll be back in July. My birthday month.
Her birthday month. Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
So we'll be back.
Yes.
But we're going to take some time to rebrand, to come back just harder.
Full swing. Okay?
Better, harder, everything that you can imagine. We're taking it up a notch.
Yes,
okay?
For sure.
So we're here. Where did we leave off?
So last episode 9, we talked about leaving the classics alone. We're tired of these remakes. Yes. Of these old classic movies. They're remaking them and turning them into something that it was not.
And they're not doing them better, they're doing them worse.
Much worse. Okay. And we don't like that. So
no bueno. So we just want them to leave them as is, put it on a DVD, send it out, stream it. But just leave it alone and come up with a new concept. It's old and tired.
And we're tired of the whole, the serial killer. Oh.
Yeah, like you want to trip over air.
Yeah, no.
Because the serial killer be chasing you like this.
Yeah.
Slow motion. How did you not get away?
Practically walking and you're running your ass off, and
we just need.
He catches up to you.
Like at this point, make a serial killer fly. Like I don't know.
Something
just needs to change.
But we want a woman serial killer.
Me maybe. Could I play the part?
No. It's like maybe. Yeah.
That would actually be dope. Like a real hardcore, not like some sneaky woman who uses her wit and her sex appeal to kill somebody. I'm talking like a cold-blooded killer. Mm-hmm. Like come through Maisha Myers.
Ooh, not Maisha Myers.
I don't know where I pulled that from. That is the ugliest. I'm sorry if your name is Maisha. I didn't mean that.
That's actually not a bad name. Okay. All right.
So, we have seen lots and lots in social media. You guys tell us what you missed, what we missed, and then what you want to talk about going forward.
Yes.
But this week we are actually going to use a old scenario. I guess it's about 2-3 weeks old.
Are we talking about Willie?
We're talking about the Fresh Prince.
Oh.
Well.
Dang.
How could you? We won't elaborate long on the situation because it's been weeks, but it did start the conversation of what is the right place and the right time for certain scenarios.
Yes.
In his scenario, it was both the wrong place and the wrong time.
Yeah, it definitely was.
Yeah.
I get the reasoning behind what he did.
Yeah.
But again, it was not the right time nor the place for him to get up and
not during the televised event.
No. Do that behind the scenes, behind the cameras, on your own time. Address him. Like, people look up to him.
Yeah.
Right?
And it's a bad look on the community.
Yeah.
I don't like to make him responsible for all Black people, but it was a bad look on the community, and I think it would have been a little bit more exciting. Personally, I don't enjoy seeing people attacked.
No.
I would have been excited to hear about it going down in the parking lot and not having seen anything.
Not the parking lot, like back
the
in the
parking
day.
lot, you know, parking lot pimping. Like,
Ooh.
I think that when we get just a little glimpse of something, but we hear about it, but we don't really get the visual for it, it's speculation and stuff.
Yeah.
It gets the people going.
Like me.
So I would have taken that, but you know what? Well, you live and you learn.
You live and you learn, and I think from what I read, he resigned from the academy.
He resigned, and they still had the nerve to ban him. Now,
Ban him
that I
for
feel
10
like
years,
was
right?
a little overkill. But
I think it was just to do it, you know, just to
had to make an example out of him.
Yeah, but at that point, he had already resigned, so it was just like hearsay. Like, why?
To me, that's like a I quit. You fired. Like, it's too late.
Yeah, I guess they just had to do what they had to do.
They had to
for sure.
They had to slam the hammer down. But anywho, we have a couple of scenarios of our own that we would like to know if you guys feel it's the right time and the place, or what you feel is the right time and the place to do them. Yeah. And we're going to share our thoughts. So be sure to interact down in the comment section.
We love the interaction, guys.
Yes, and I want to see where your head is at. What kind of people you are.
Where's your head at? Where's your head at? You remember that song?
I do.
Okay.
It was just my little dance. Okay, so let's dive right in.
Yeah.
The first one is, when is the right time and place to take your lashes off? And we're talking about the strip lash girls, okay?
So, okay, hold on, wait. Okay, I've never wore strip lashes a day in my life, not even during prom.
I wore them during prom. That was my first and last time, and I felt like it was bricks sitting on my eyelids.
Well, you know. So I don't really know. Like, I'm the type of person that it wasn't until the pandemic where my boyfriend didn't see me without lashes. I couldn't get them bitches done, and I was
way back in like prom days. You had lash extensions, or you just didn't? You were like mascara.
Mascara. I started getting lashes in my 11th grade year.
Damn, you OG for real.
But it was like the pegs. It wasn't the individual.
Okay.
It was what the
before it was like really in.
Yeah.
Got you.
So I've always loved lashes.
Okay.
So I don't really know if it's the right time and place to take your lashes off.
I've seen people literally out in public just take them off, sit them down, and live their best life. Not only is it unsanitary, but you start looking like your makeup isn't done. Because I know y'all not just walking around with strip lashes and no makeup on. Like, it's a look.
I hope not.
It's a look. So when you strip that off, that's like just taking a makeup wipe to one cheek and just being like, well, that cheek needed to breathe. I'm just trying to figure out, like, that. I don't know. That's that's weird.
I mean, would you?
No. That's, to me, like, okay, maybe it's a jump, but that's to me like taking your shoes off in public.
Ew! I hate people that do that.
Yeah, I'm like, that's kind of dirty.
I'm sorry for people who do that, but
I just hope you don't get like a staph infection.
I mean, my mom always told me, if you can't keep them on all day, don't wear them.
I done been in situations where my feet felt like they were bleeding, and I tiptoed through the window all the way to the car.
Those shoes were meant for walking.
They sure were. That shoes were made for limping. I'm gonna make it to the car, okay?
I know
one way or another.
I know that's right. As soon as I hit the car, they're coming off, okay?
Yeah, for sure. I don't want to see my back seat. There's so many shoes back there. But anywho, so I can't say. I think maybe when you get home.
Yeah, when you get home, you take them off when you get home. Nowhere else. I don't want to be on date night with your lashes in your hand. You walking around, or you at girls' night. You know, you got one lash on, one lash off because one needed to breathe.
Oh,
you know, I just think that's just a little tacky for my taste.
When you feel like the lashes need to come off, it's time to go home.
It's time to go home. I agree.
All right. So next, we would like to know, when is the right time and place to ask for a refund?
Immediately.
And that's on period.
Immediately.
And that's on Run Me My Money.
Run me my money. I don't play about my money.
Because if I'm asking for a refund, something is not satisfactory.
Yeah, absolutely. And
I can't with the people who want to lollygag. As a matter of fact, I just asked, I won't name the establishment, someone for a refund who messed up recently in the last week, who messed up my food order.
Okay.
And not only did they put an ingredient in it that I did not ask for, I discovered hair.
Ew! It wasn't your hair?
It was not my hair, because I had it in braids, honey. Hair don't come out of braids.
No, it don't.
and it was a long hair.
Ew.
And I said, "Oh, you can go ahead and refund me my money, thank you." And they said, "Oh, you can bring it back." Now, who the hell is driving back? I just want my money, and I pay with a card. You can do that electronically. These are not the Stone Ages. I don't need $1 out of your register. Bring me my money back. They took a little too long, so I, took matters into my own hands. But like, I'm gonna ask for a refund.
Yeah, absolutely. And one thing that people probably get embarrassed by, especially men, when you're at a restaurant on a date, not even on a date, but you know somebody, you out with your boo, whatever, and it's something that you don't like, right? Or it's something that they don't like, or it's something that is in their food that they didn't ask for. Yeah. When is the right time and place, or do you feel like it's the right time and place to get the waiter? Hello, excuse me. This is not what I ordered. I do not want this, or I do not like this. Can I get?
I say give it 1 or 2 bites, and I'm asking to send it back or just give me my money back.
Yeah, I agree.
As long as I didn't sit here and devour the food, it's exchangeable. I need my money back or something different. Why do men? It's always the men. Y'all bold in every aspect of life, but as soon as it comes to some food, you want to curl up in a ball.
They be like this.
Why? What you scared of?
I will never forget the time when, I'm sorry, just a scenario type of thing, just a experience.
Right.
When my boyfriend and I went out of town, this is around this time when we first started dating. And we went to, Myrtle Beach? Okay. And we went to a restaurant, and he was like, "Man, I don't like this." I said, "Excuse me."
It's always the one.
Excuse me. And he was like, "No, don't do that." I was like, "No."
Why?
You don't like it?
So weird.
I suggest that we get something different, or we just leave. Get on the bag and just leave. Yeah, period.
I don't know what guys have against sending food back, but
the moral of the story is it's always the right time and the right place to ask for a refund or ask for something different when you're in a restaurant. Do not be scared of that.
It's always a time and a place when it comes to food.
Period.
Always. We're back.
Hey, sorry, we are back. Okay, we had to take a she said, we said pause.
SSW pause. We had to refill.
Yes.
We had to get a little warm.
Yeah.
And had to get a lash out of my eye. Just life.
Technical difficulties.
Life. But you know
Personal.
what? But you know what? Yeah. Where there's trials and tribulations.
Yes, preach.
There's a triumph.
Hey.
Hallelujah. And we're getting back into the subject at hand.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which was, what is the right time and place to ask them for a raise?
Now, pay me, please.
Ooh.
I just feel as though all of these companies got more money than they're giving us.
Yeah.
There's always room. I just, closed mouths don't get fed.
Not at all.
Okay? And I've never gotten anything that I didn't ask for. Unless the Lord gave it to me.
But you still ask the Lord.
Unless I ask the Lord. Okay. But man, walking the earth, okay, they're stingy. So you better ask for what you're worth. You better speak. Okay.
I agree.
As long as you are doing your job.
Yeah.
You are on time, you're not messing up, you showing up, you showing out, and especially if you're going above and beyond the job description.
Yes.
It's time. I think the only time it's not appropriate to ask for a raise is one, if your company is struggling, like if you know somehow that your job is financially struggling,
for a new job.
You need to be looking for a new job, and that's number one. But if it's a hard time for the job or something like that, or if you know you've been effing up, if you've been late, if you ain't been showing up, if your work isn't done correctly, you should probably sit it out. Yeah. For 90 days and then come back to it.
90 days.
I just feel like that's a fair period.
And like I was telling Chose, she knows that I'm in the law field, so I'm always pro build a case. So build your asking for a raise case, okay? 9 times out of 10, the job provides you with a description of your responsibilities. Anything outside that description, you write in a Word document, you build your case.
You're going above and beyond.
Exactly. So when it's your time to ask for a raise, you have not only the job description, but additional things that you do. That way they can see what you do. They acknowledge it. They see it on paper because people love seeing things on paper.
They love a paper trail.
Just have receipts. it's all about receipts. So I know for me, when I was in private sector, I used to do that all the time. I haven't done that since working for the government, but best believe I'm still doing it. I mean, granted, it's more of a structure financial wise, raise wise for the government versus private sector, but I'm building my case. Build your case.
Yeah.
Okay?
I feel like you just gotta be sure of yourself.
Yeah.
Because I've been told, without saying too much, that I get paid above my pay grade. But why would I just accept that and just be like, okay, well, I'm getting paid above the margin, so yay. Like, what does that have to do with anything?
Yeah.
I'm gonna always go after more. Yeah. So I just feel like as long as you know what you bring to the table, you can ask for what you want.
Ask for that raise.
Period.
Okay.
So the answer is forever and always is the right time and the place, as long as you're doing what you need to do.
Period. Okay.
And that's that on that.
Yeah, I agree.
So we would like to know, this is always controversial. When is it the right time and place to ask somebody for the money that they owe you? My answer is it's on site.
On site?
I ain't gonna lie.
I'm gonna give you, okay, so let's say Chelsea owes me money, hypothetical. And she said that she was gonna give it back to me March 30th. 2 weeks after that March 30th, I'm gonna start asking for my money. But I'm gonna be mute until that 2 weeks time is up.
Give you
That's
a chance.
just me personally, because I know things get a little gray. So after that 2 weeks, I'm like, yo, where is my money? Now, my question to you is, let's say that you guys are out.
Right.
That person owes you money.
Right.
The date has passed. He out here spending money with you. Y'all out, club, lounge, restaurant, wherever, vacation. What you gonna do?
I got a problem.
What's your time and place for that?
Do we have a problem? I have a problem. Okay, because there, right then and there, I'm gonna be, I can be a little passive aggressive. And I might hit you. Medium, passive aggressive, okay? And I might hit you with the joking aggression. Like, girl, you buy all these drinks and you still owe me $200? That's funny.
Sure.
Because I just want to know how you got it, but I don't have mine, you know? And like I say, in the words of Drake, never loan somebody what you need right back. For that reason, and that reason alone, I'm very stingy with loaning money. Yeah. Because what I don't want to do is have to chase you for something that was a favor. Yeah. And maybe that should be established when you loan people money. Yeah. Here's some money. I need it by this date. Are we good? Cool. If you can't give it to me by that date, then unfortunately I'm unable to assist. Yeah. I can't help. That gets real gray, especially when it's somebody close to you. Like,
it gets very gray.
Let me know how I can help you in prayer.
Well, I know somebody that posts on Instagram every single day. That was me. Do you know who that person
Report
is?
her page.
I have.
And that's the real tea.
But I just let it go.
That's a damn shame. You know, sidebar, I'm sorry. This is not the conversation at hand, but you know what? I just would like to say, PSA, you have to be very careful about what you post on social media, because you never know who knows what and who knows who. Yeah. And a lot comes out when you're flexing on the gram about what you got, what you make, who you know, and somebody can fact check that.
Yeah, I don't like that.
I've been in a position recently where someone claims to be very well off. And I have to dispute that claim. So just be, you know, if nobody asks, don't tell. We don't need to know that you.
Is it a he or a she?
It's a it.
Not an it, not the clown.
No face, no case, no gender, no case. Okay. If you make 6 figures, you probably shouldn't be out here looking for assistance.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Cheers. Moving on.
Okay. What is the right time and place for checking your romantic partner about something they did that bothered you. Ooh,
in private, always.
Always in private, never in public.
I hate feeling awkward, like witnessing people get into like marital disputes in front of me.
Yeah.
It's just like y'all are supposed to be a unit in front of mixed company. Never, ever, ever do I think it's appropriate. I can't really think of a scenario where it's appropriate to like argue with your significant other about something they did that you don't like.
I know. This has never happened before, but I know somebody who's gone through this. She's out with her girls. Her man is supposed to be out with his boys. Or whoever, I don't know who. A coworker actually, an old coworker. She's out with her friends. She sees her man, her husband at the time, with another woman. Right there, right then, was the right time and place for her.
Okay, I get that.
Okay.
I get that.
So.
Because I'd be damned if I let you go frolic around town with Susie, and I'm at home waiting for you to finish up with Susie before we talk about it. Now.
Right now. So I understand where she was coming from.
And I feel like when that's like face to face sneaky and like disrespect.
Yeah.
I get that. But like, for example, I don't like when someone, let's say you're out in mixed company. You're out with a bunch of couples. And you happen to be a person that really doesn't like if your man even looks at another female. Or maybe he look at her ass or something like that and she walked by. And now you feel the need, why you looking, da-da-da-da-da-da. Text him. Nudge him under the table. Do a little something, but like now you just
address that shit when you in the car away from your man.
You know what I'm saying? Keep a mental note and do that in private.
Yeah, I don't think that's appropriate. No. Not at that time. No.
So I think in private, unless it's something like crazy disrespectful right in front of your face, like what you were talking about.
Yeah, I agree.
So talking about that, when is the best time or the time and the place to check your romantic partner's parents about doing something inappropriate? Never?
Like, wait, what?
So like,
I'm scared.
So let's say your significant other's mother, you guys are like sitting down at family dinner, and she wants to reminisce about his ex that she liked.
Knowing me, I would sit there and be mute.
The whole time?
The whole time, I wouldn't say a word. I might even go as far as leaving the table to say that I gotta go to the restroom or do something. But my place is never to check somebody's mother, especially my significant other.
Even when y'all are like married and like that's your in-law.
Look, I would never want my man to check my mother. That's just that's just my opinion. That's for me to do that, and I again will take a mental note. But as soon as she leaves or he leaves, meaning the father, leaves, I am checking my man, and I'm gonna say, look, what happened was inappropriate, and you need to talk to your mother. But at the end of the day, it's a great line between in-laws. And I never want to disrespect anyone. Yeah. And I never want anybody to disrespect my parents, because at the end of the day, it makes you feel some type of way inside, and I don't know how to, you know, especially when you respect your parents. You just don't want nobody else to check your parents.
I get that.
You know what I'm saying? And granted, if your parent really loves that person that you're with, they would never do that shit like that.
I get that.
So it's definitely
wrong time. I get that, and I appreciate you saying that, because I kind of revamped my thought process. Because I would say though, I hope to be in a place with my in-law to where I can have my own relationship with them, where I can sidebar them and be like, hey, what's up? Like, what's going on? Because something's not right. Like, I hope to have a relationship with my in-law where I can, you know, after dinner's over and we all sitting around the couch and powwowing, and I can be like, Mom, for real.
But see, that's the thing. You build up that relationship and rapport with your in-laws, that should never happen.
I mean, that's true too.
Period.
Because if you do have that rapport, why would they do that?
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm all about, I'm not going to check my significant other's parents, and I wouldn't want them to do that to me. But I would want our relationship to be so strong and so solid that never even comes to play.
Yeah, I can get that.
But I get what you're saying, that you're like, Mom,
I want to tussle.
She's a feisty one, okay? I'm going to sit back and just want my wine
confrontation.
I'm the opposite. I don't want no confrontation.
This is completely not how our fight or flight episode went. You supposed to fight.
Yeah, but I pick and choose my battles. I pick and choose my battles, and what I won't do is battle my in-laws.
Yeah.
Because I'm always going to lose that battle.
I get that.
I'd rather just fight my significant other on that.
I'm working on picking and choosing my battle.
Well, you're going to learn when you get in a relationship.
I'm working progress.
Yeah, for sure.
Let me live.
Exactly. Okay, so when is the right time and place to dress up or dress down? Speak on it.
Okay, well, I will say this first and foremost, because I actually just heard about this maybe 2-3 days ago.
Okay.
I don't think it's sensitive because everybody's different. Everybody has a preference. But I personally don't find it appropriate to dress down for a funeral.
Yeah.
Some people, I know when it's like a younger person, I've seen a lot of people like get the t-shirts made and they wear jeans and whatever.
No.
I don't find it respectful. I don't think that's appropriate. So I would always put on my Sunday best for somebody's funeral. I just think that that's the way to send somebody home. Personally. Additionally, same thing of like a wedding. You just gotta have some class, people, please.
Whoa. I just heard what you said. I'm sorry, I'm a little slow sometimes. Wait, dressing down for a wedding?
So what I mean by dressing down is a wedding is an occasion. It is a grand occasion. Yeah, so absolutely. I would think you would dress up in the sense of, I'm not talking about putting on a dress and heels. I'm talking about you dress up. And I have seen people go to weddings wearing and it's not about the dollar amount. Disclaimer. It is not about the dollar amount. But I've seen people go to people's weddings and wear like a sundress from Forever 21 and like some sandals, and maybe that's not what you're going to get every day, but that's not dressing up. That's like what you wear to like the mall or a picnic or something like that. I think that people need to put a little bit more effort into certain occasions.
Okay, so let me just be devil's advocate right here.
Okay.
So you said Forever 21, right?
Right. Just for example.
So my thing is, people might look down on people who wear Fashion Nova.
That's true.
And they'd be like, okay, well, why didn't you wear like a Dior dress? Or a, Louis Vuitton, shoe?
I think the difference is, again, it's not the dollar amount, it's the look. Like, maybe I haven't shopped at Forever 21 in years.
Yeah. So
maybe they've revamped their line, but I don't know anything to be luxe in their line. I know everything to be very casual.
Oh, okay.
I feel like even with like Fashion Nova, you can find something. It's gonna be cheap, and the quality is gonna be cheap.
I've ordered a Fashion Nova.
It can be dressed up. Okay. I don't really know. Like if you're literally wearing just like a bodycon spaghetti strap dress, it ain't really much to it. It don't matter what shoes, what bag, what jewelry you wear. It's a basic dress.
Yeah. So let's talk about events. Like, okay, would you dress up for a baseball game or basketball game?
It's so funny too because I recently had this conversation, and I don't know why I think that different sports hold different weight.
Okay.
I don't think I would dress up for a baseball game because something about baseball is very rugged. But I absolutely would dress up for a basketball game. Maybe because it's enclosed.
Okay.
I don't know. But look, me, I'm going to dress up for a basketball game.
Okay. I'm going to dress up for baseball too.
Okay.
I have done that.
I've only been to one baseball game before and I wasn't into it, which is why I probably didn't care at all. But I don't think that it's I don't think it's wrong to want to dress up for a sporting event. I've always said there's two types of people. People who see games as sports and people who see games as events.
Ooh.
I see it as a sporting event.
Ooh, event for me. Used to.
So, sporting event.
Yeah.
It's not just sports, because if it was sports, I would be on the field.
Okay.
Okay.
Ooh.
If it was sports, I would be on the court.
Yeah.
If I'm not wearing a jersey, I'm dressing up.
Yeah. I agree. I'm gonna dress up. I'm going to dress up for all types of occasions.
I just feel like, why not?
Yeah. And honestly, I need to do better with this. I ain't gonna lie.
Uh-oh.
Date nights. I need to dress up more for
You
date
don't
nights.
dress up for date night?
Sometimes I don't. Sometimes if we go to the movies, I'm gonna wear sneakers, jeans, and
Well,
a t-shirt.
okay, but that's
no makeup.
That's a specific
Like
type
today.
of like location, though.
Yeah. Okay. So
You're in the dark.
Yeah. But still, some people do dress up for date night. Like even if they're going, because Kiki, if you are meeting somebody, right?
Right.
And it's your second date, and they're like,
I'm gonna do a little
you
extra.
do a little extra, right? I need to do better. I ain't gonna lie. I need to do better.
You know what I don't dress up for that a lot of people do? Church. I'm sorry. I don't dress up for church because the Lord said, "Come as you are." Now, I know that certain people dress up more on like Christmas and Easter. This past Easter was my first time going to church.
Did you dress up?
Pre-pandemic. Well, you know what? I really wanted to. I had it in my mind too, but it was cold. It was cold, and I was just ill prepared. I would have, but I felt I did not feel any type of way by not dressing up. I typically wouldn't, because it's like, what you looking at me for? Look the pastor.
I'm moral of the story is I'm gonna do better at dressing up for date night.
After all that, that's what you drew from that?
Yeah.
Okay.
What did you drew from that?
I just feel like you always need to dress to impress.
Yeah.
And you know what? That's what I need to do. You talk about a time and a place. I think it's always a time and a place to dress up, not heels, makeup, dress to the nines. But like, I be going to the grocery store looking like somebody's crackhead baby mother.
Ooh, not that crackhead baby mama. That's that
Hood
crackhead
right, who's your mama? Who's your mama? Look here. You never know who you're going to run into. And I don't know what blessings I could have missed by looking like I just got out of the bed.
Out 5, baby daddy.
So.
Out 6, husband.
You know my fantasy.
Out 3, boyfriend.
I truly believe that I'm going to meet my husband in the bread aisle. I like bread. But catch me on aisle 6.
Aisle 6 of what? Giant? Trader
Look,
Joe's?
Giant by me a little.
Wegmans?
Little hood. You might have to meet me in the Harris Teeter.
She likes Harris
High
Teeter,
price
y'all.
tag.
She likes Harris Teeter, y'all.
And yeah, that's what I drew from that. I just need to do better in general. I need to. Oh my God. Moving on. When is the right time and the place for twerking?
Club and in the bedroom.
I see things online where people jumping out the car and twerking in traffic, which is so crazy to me because why?
Okay.
Just why?
In your young days, maybe.
I don't know if I even did that in my young days. Like, why? Maybe under the influence.
Okay, so I mean, like, when is the time and place? You gonna twerk in church?
Nah.
But I've seen some people twerk in church.
I've seen videos. That is so disrespectful.
That is.
I've seen.
But
what?
God said, "Come as you are." If you twerking,
Look here. God also said, "We got to work on you, my child." Okay? No, ma'am. That is not okay. But people twerk at weddings. Is that okay?
That's fine.
I mean, like, but what level? Because I've seen people like ass down, face up, like hands on the floor, just getting it.
I mean, is your man there? Or you single?
What if they single?
I mean, you single, you twerking, ass up, face down.
Even though people's grandmas is there.
Yeah, grandma can't watch that. Grandma been twerking in her day though.
Oh,
Grandma showed you how to twerk.
she was down there speaking,
but no,
getting it.
I mean, if you doing too much at a wedding, yeah, you gotta pipe down.
You know, but weddings get lit. So
see, that's what look, it depends on the wedding.
And it depends on the crowd. It depends on the crowd.
Period. Because I've been at weddings where it's somber and you gotta be scared to twerk. You scared to twerk. And then you got some weddings that you can twerk and they looking at you like, like, why you dancing like you at a freaking funeral? Or not even a funeral. That's a bad analogy.
Yeah, because who
but like a school dance or something.
There you go.
Like, you know, you better twerk like you ain't got no tomorrow. Like, you better do
that.
So, I mean, I guess it depends on the wedding. It depends on the people that hosting the wedding.
You gotta read the room.
Yeah.
Basically.
For sure.
I get that. I get it. Okay. One more. Oh, two more actually.
Okay.
When is the right place and time to eat a snack? And the reason why I actually thought about this is because I just was on the Shade Room and Queen Naija, the R&B singer.
I love her.
I love her. She's come out of her shell a lot, which I like. She did a recent interview with Angie Martinez.
Okay.
And mid-interview, she was sitting here at the microphone, like under the table, unwrapping a piece of gum.
She probably was hungry.
And she was about to stick it in her mouth, and you could see her off camera making like a face.
Ooh.
And her queen and her manager had told her, do not put that gum in your mouth. That is not appropriate. And a lot of people were like, you know, I love her. That's so cute. But that's definitely not interview etiquette. Like, you're not on mic chewing gum.
Yeah.
So that's what made me think about that. But when is the right time to, like, just break out and eat something?
Well, I mean, look, okay. Let's say you're in a video, like you're shooting a video.
Right.
And you are rapping or singing. I don't think it's the right time or place to pop in a piece of gum when you're doing that.
Mm-hmm.
When you're in church waiting or you're singing, you do whatever you need to do.
Now, I done seen some people in the pews in church sneak in their bag and get a little bite.
That is all fine. I guess it just depends on the place.
Yeah.
But an interview, I mean, if you don't already have it in your mouth,
yeah,
maybe not.
I've seen, like, I used to feel insecure, like, starting a brand new job, sitting at my desk, like, snacking. Because even though it's not like you're sitting there having a full course meal, knife and fork, it just feels like I'm professional.
Okay.
You agree with that?
At your job? Like, no.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm, like, super uptight when I start a new job. I want to be, like, very stern looking.
I'm gonna eat. That's something about I am going to eat. I don't care. I mean,
PSA, she is going to eat.
Okay, look. How we're doing this right now, I wouldn't dare eat while this is happening. I don't think I would.
You know, people on YouTube do like those mukbang, however you say it.
I've never even heard of that.
You know, it's essentially like people just doing like a face-to-face video talking about certain topics while eating. Mm-hmm. Some people really enjoy watching people eat, which, like, no, I don't quite understand. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm one of the weird people, even though I don't consider myself weird, that listens to ASMR. I like people doing like this. I like hearing the rain in the background.
She's sick. Oh, no. Okay, the rain in the background.
The rain sounds, like, I like hearing,
the ocean sound.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But even just like this little tapping sound, I don't know, something about it relaxes. It puts me to sleep. But I don't want to hear somebody eat. Like, I don't want to hear that.
I don't want to hear the slurping. I don't want to hear any of that.
I have been ready to, like, smack a coworker in the back of the head with a stapler for chewing. Yeah, it gets real. It's fine. I can't stand that. Like, when we're in the dead silence and all I hear is, please stop.
Yeah,
like, I don't think that's appropriate.
I am very much, if you're hungry, you eat, but not during an interview. Mm-hmm. Eat at your desk, by all means, whether you just started a job or not, Chelsea.
What about specifically chewing gum? I saw a video of someone where a judge got mad because the person was on the stand chewing gum.
If you are doing that,
yeah.
Chew with your mouth closed. Mm-hmm. Hide it under your tongue when you're talking to someone. Mm-hmm. All of that, yes. But if you can't do none of the above, then don't do it.
And just
do not do it.
Cancel Christmas.
Cancel Christmas like Tommy. Okay?
Or like Tommy said, did you see the last episode?
Yeah.
Tommy said, we about to light it up like 4th of July because Christmas is canceled. I died.
I screamed. I was like, ah!
That was a good episode, y'all. We try not to dive in for the people who didn't see it or who don't watch it, but that was a good episode.
I'm gonna drink the last bit of my little drink.
We're gonna take another sip, okay? And that essentially concludes our what is the right place and the right time.
Yeah.
If you have questions that you want us to answer on this topic, leave it in the comments.
Yeah.
Or comment what your answers are for these lists of scenarios.
We need the interaction, the feedback. We love it. We thrive from it. We want to just thank you for taking the time out to listen to our video or watch our video. And, you know, we love you guys. We love the support.
The support is unmatched, okay? For everyone who took the time to share, to tell somebody about it, to even just talk about it verbally, okay? Word of mouth and sharing posts is the best promotion that you could do.
Yeah.
It is effortless. It takes 2 seconds. And we appreciate it because we'll always return that favor.
I know this is like off script, but Chelsea, tell me, since this is the last episode, what episode was your favorite? Off script.
I feel like, no, hands down, my favorite episode was Fight or Flight.
Ooh, okay. Why?
That episode, first of all, I got a lot of people who are really close to me who told me that episode was hilarious. And I even listened back to it myself and I'm like, what is wrong with us? Like, what is wrong? Because I actually didn't realize how much of a punk I am. Okay. I'm a runner, I'm a track star. I'm out of there. And I think that was hilarious. I love that episode. Just scenario by scenario, what would you do like that?
Okay, and I have one more question for you.
Okay.
What is it that you'll do differently next season that you didn't do, or that you did do this season that you didn't like care for, or that you want to do? Like, does that make sense?
Well, I think that the easy answer to that question, I'm kind of talking for both of us, is that we're looking forward to providing visuals.
Yeah.
I appreciate the people who listen to it.
Yeah. Who
stay invested. But the world is becoming very, what you see is what you get.
Right.
And we're excited to offer up this new form of stimuli to you guys. I know that this is going to keep you guys engaged.
Yeah.
And I'm excited to share out more of us. Like, there's nothing like personality when you can see it versus hear it. You need all of your senses engaged. If you could taste it, I would let you.
Yes. What would it?
But all you can do is see and hear right now.
What would it taste like?
You gotta pay to know that.
Ooh! Only can.
Whoa. So what was your? Now I gotta return the question now.
Nah, you can't ask the same thing. No.
What was your favorite episode?
Okay. So I think my favorite episode. That's a good question. Honestly, I know this might sound crazy, but like the introductory episode was my favorite episode because number one, we didn't know what or how things would transpire. We didn't know what we were doing, to be honest. It was uncut, like raw, like our true selves. Not saying that the other episodes 2 through 10 weren't us, but literally it was just me breaking out into my shell, us breaking out as
we just revamped from 3 people to 2.
Yeah. So it was a huge change, and I just feel like looking back, I was like, dang, like when we get to episode or season like 10 and we blow up, because we will blow up, I'm speaking that into existence. I will look back and say, well, you know, we've come a long way. Like you always got to start somewhere.
Absolutely.
So I feel like the first episode, the first introductory episode was my favorite because it will definitely show us how far we've come.
And you know what? You said it. Everybody has to start somewhere.
Yeah.
And my best piece of advice to anyone listening, watching, or spectating is get on while you can, because yesterday's price is not today's price.
It will never be today's price or tomorrow's price.
Okay. So all I can say is stay tuned. Invest while you can afford it.
Yeah.
And this is not the end.
This is not the end. This is only the beginning. And everything that I touch, that we touch, turns silver. Not even gold, because I feel like silver.
It turns diamond.
Yeah.
It turns diamond. It's giving diamond.
It's giving silver diamond.
Okay.
Diamond.
It's giving, you can't afford it.
Yeah. So again, we appreciate all of the support. We thank you for waiting these 2.5 weeks for this episode. We were just trying to figure out all of the kinks.
Thank you for your patience.
and everything to get on this YouTube. And it's going to be more of this in season 2.
It's going to be more, but it's going to be better.
It's going to be much better.
So we thank you. We love you.
Love you guys.
Peace until next time.
Peace.